Hi ho, wee way! Happy Saturday. Really early stream again. Just trying to get it in because I got another busy night. But, yeah, get into some more spooky stories. And maybe if Cory hops on, you might play a spooky video game. So, we'll see. I might say that for tomorrow, actually. We'll see how things go. For right now, though, let's see if anybody posted any prompts. I see Anime has posted a prompt. I don't want to do prompts without people, though, so I'll kind of just chit-chat until anybody logs on and sees this. I guess I could just start a story. Start another giant buster. Some Attack on Titan, it sounds like. What else we got here? Let's just look for... We got Supernatural, Fistful of Embers. Outlaw Devil. That sounds more cool than scary. Medieval Romance, Medieval Fantasy. We did the Rats and Geese War, which that just feels like got super complicated. AI assisted interactive role playing pack. Oh, okay. I'm curious to try one of those. World War II, actual horror. Biological spaceship adventure? That could be terrifying. Written to be more conducive to long-term adventures. Maybe. Mushrooms. I hate mushrooms. That could be scary. Let's do that. Let's do big old mushroom dudes. Nasty mushrooms. Mr. No Class. Oh my god, this is long. Okay, well, I'll have Oprah read it out.
Deep inside the well-hidden warrens that surround a kindly witch's home, small creatures live their lives, small golem-like creatures made of mycelium. Each no more than a few inches tall, the mushroom fae, communicating only through gestures and writing, build their tiny fungal towns. Chased out of forests by ignorant humans, they have found their place here, protected by the warding magic of this young witch.
Alright, so we're tiny mushroom dudes.
Gently she kneels, her eyes focused on a rare sight, a spirit slowly finding its way into a small collection of mycelium. The small collection of sentient magic delicately presses itself into the base of the tree where the mushroom caps sprout from. Soon the magic takes hold, the fruiting bodies now growing limbs and pulling themselves away from the ground. One, in particular, has her eye, an albino mushroom which the spirit chose not to take.
What? We a magic mushroom? Yeah. What the fuck? Just because it's an albino mushroom? We're like, no thank you.
However, before she can wonder why, another floats its way over. Smaller this time, nearly half that of the prior, it settles itself on top of the milky white cap.
Okay.
At this moment, reality comes into view. Two small black eyes open, peering up at the witch who smiles down at you. Her hand slowly extends towards you, dark black nails pinch your head firmly but carefully, and lift you into the
So we're
air.
Small albino mushroom. What's up, Seventh? What's up, Misha? This is a big prompt, yeah. This is one of the pre-made ones. The pre-made scenarios that they have published. So I was like, why not? And then I was like, oh no.
Well, aren't you something special? She muses, her dark purple eyes scanning you over as Witch turns you with her fingers.
Yeah.
No sense of danger yet instilled in you, your fibrous white hands tug on. One looking at your reflection in reflective polish. Not too short or too stubby, a wide-brimmed mushroom cap that hides your eyes from the sun, your featureless face staring emotionlessly into the nail.
Okay. Gotta have an entire prologue for your narrative, right? Exactly. I'm ready for this AI-generated novel. Yeah, me too. Okay. We're last
She gently places you back
page
on
of
the
text.
ground, watching you mull about in your new environment. The grass is tall, the leaves crunch under your tiny feet. As you turn to wander off towards the other mushroom fairies, something hot and sharp embeds itself into your back. Pain shoots through you for a moment, but the soothing touch of the witch's finger rubbing over the object helps numb any discomfort away.
So we were stabbed by a hot rod. What would happen if you put the whole Bible in Novel AI? Imagine just the entire first chapter of Lord of the Rings or something in the engine. That's a great question. I think it only remembers like the past 20 prompts worth of tokens and stuff. So it couldn't have that much in memory, but through the memory manipulation and stuff, you could get something. It's like weird how much it could remember. That's why I stick to short stories instead of trying to do long stuff, because I'm like, what effect does it really have? But now this prompt has me thinking maybe it does have some effect. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll experiment. Oh my god, sorry. Maybe I'll experiment with like loading a chapter of a book into this, and then I'll just say it's from a famous book, and that way we don't have to go through all this shit.
After a moment, your tiny hands pat along your back, something smooth and hard now attached there. You look towards the witch with a questioning gaze in your little black orb eyes.
Yeah.
She simply smiles. In response, carrying you along and setting you down a windowsill, where the bundled up corpse of a spider rests.
What?
Gently she prompts you forward, your eyes now able to see the floating blue mass that emanates from it. Your hand extends into it, mycelial roots that delve into the soul, twisting and turning knobs buttons as the corpse slowly unfurls itself.
Holy shit.
It stretches out, revealing two soft white arms and a pair of small black eyes. The rest of the body folds in on itself, creating a round shape that resembles a mushroom.
We're like a mushroom necromancer or something, right?
The little blob of exoskeleton and mycelium stares up at you, its small black eyes shining with the wonders of new life.
We just made a little mushroom guy to be our friend.
Behind you, the witch oohs and ahs at your work. What a unique take on necromancy, she says excitedly, pulling out a tiny weathered book and hastily scribbling down her findings. Eagerly, she places another small insect corpse beside you, this time that of a stag beetle.
So we're stealing insect skulls and turning them into weird mushroom things?
Again your hands unfurl into tiny white threads, tangling with its soul as you start to shape its body. First, white strands wiggle their way free and wrap around its legs, tentatively moving them back and forth as its body is filled with mycelium.
Alright, let's next it.
Once the insect is completely ensnared in your threads, your fingers press down on its abdomen, causing it to expand slightly. Your white hands move to its thorax and do the same thing.
The beetle, the stag beetle, comes to life. And along with the spider, are under your command. As the witch excitedly turns around to write this down. You use this moment to escape back into the forest. DC fandom? Yeah. Did they try to do it like a Marvel and reveal like the whole timeline of DC movies coming up?
As the last of your swarm of minions disappear into the brush, the witch looks out over the meadow. Her lips cork into a wide smile as she watches the white-bodied fairies weave their magic.
Alright, so she's not too depressed that we escaped. Although that's not too big of a reveal because I remember that leaking before this DC fandom. I remember hearing about The Rock. Oh my god, they're just putting all their chips on The Rock. They're putting the whole DC franchise on The Rock's back. I mean, you might as well, yeah. Everything, Rock. Are we gonna see like the old Rock, just an elderly Rock, and he's still gonna be ripped as hell? And a trailer to a Peacemaker TV show starring John Cena. I think we've run the course with John Cena memes. I don't know though. I guess he's alright. I don't know. Yeah. DC Wrestling Universe? Hell yeah. That would save things, 7th Stage. That would turn it all around. If all of a sudden it's just like 90s wrestling lore just made its way into the DC Universe. I don't know how it would work, but just saying that has me excited. Might be an impossible task. John Cena gave a legit performance in the Suicide Squad. You know what? Yeah, that's true. So I haven't seen it, but I have seen clips of it, and I was like, okay, he's got a good comedy career ahead of him. But I just hate the can't see John Cena. It has its moments every once in a while, and his name was John Cena. I don't know. The memes behind John Cena, I guess, are just like, so old sometimes. You walk through the forest, reviving every dead insect you come across. Your mycelium, how do I say that? Mycelium undead army is now a swarm of 1,000 undead bugs. Your mycelium undead insect army is now a swarm of 1,000. Of over 1,000.
The next morning, you wake up in your bed, and the strange girl who brought you here is gone. The room has a faint scent of lilacs about it. She didn't even give me her name.
Ooh. You adventure through the forest again. And this time, discover a large wolf. Discover the corpse of a large undead wolf. It takes some time, but your mycelium brings it back to life. Louis the Lilac. He was a gangster with a flower gimmick. That, let me guess, acid flower?
You wander through the woods, watching for any signs of the witch. When you find her, you ask, "Where did you go? I looked all over for you last night."
Even though we escaped.
"I'm sorry, dear," she says, smiling at you.
He was created for the 60s Batman TV show. You know what? That is something that's missing, though, and you gotta do some epic threat. It's always gotta be the universe is in danger, the world's in danger, everybody's gonna die. It can't just be a stupid, silly villain. Like, if it's like a heist movie, it's always a heist for an Infinity Stone that could lead to the death of the universe. It's like, can you just give me like something stupid? I want something stupid. They're cartoons brought to life. The world of danger stuff gets old time. I agree. Yeah. Can you like condense it down? I want someone's taking over the broccoli industry. That's why I love Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man is much more self-contained. It's like the city, something's happening in the city. Pizza delivery goblin puncher. There you go. Yeah. That's a good way to sum it up there. Pizza time. Have you ever seen some amazing folks made a YouTube poop collaboration of, it's called Peterman. Let me see if I can find this. YouTube Peterman. YouTube poop Peterman. There's two of them. It's one of the first and second Tobey Maguire movies. These are hilarious. And they do like an entire movie of it. Oh, that's Peterman 1, actually. There's a YouTube channel called Toby in the MCU that inserts Toby's Peter Parker into random MCU scenes. That's fun. But also, I heard with the latest Spider-Man that they just brought all the Spider-Mans together. Is that out yet? I don't even know anymore. I'm so behind on all these movies. You turn on the witch and attempt to attack her with your undead army. It comes out in December. Okay, so I haven't missed it.
She easily deflects all your spells, and before long, you are surrounded by the white corpses.
Wow.
The witch laughs, stepping forward, her dark hair blowing in the breeze. "Well, aren't we all just a little overzealous?"
Alright, so the witch is way strong. The witch gets close and lets her guard down. And that's when you attack her with your undead wolf.
The witch is knocked away, but she pulls out a wand from her robes. You feel a jolt of electricity and the corpses of your army drop to the ground, their insides melting into the soil.
Your army begins to merge into one giant mycelium, one giant mushroom creature.
Its face is a mess of tendrils and eyes. Oh my, what have you done this time? The witch asks, picking herself up off the ground. The mushroom creature looks at you, the tendrils in its mouth waving around.
Imagine having both professors that might get an internship become supervillains. How do you get a job after that? Yeah. Well, you did receive a prestigious internship, but your teacher was Goebbels. Your teacher was an awful Nazi scientist. So we're not going to give you a job, even though you probably know more than someone who didn't take that. We're just going to be careful. The creature is docile and sits down to paint you a painting of Jason from AiPD angrily staring at a birthday cake. You and the witch look amazed at this artistic mushroom golem. That painting should be in a museum.
The witch laughs as the mushroom creature stands again. It smiles back at her. My, you certainly are talented. And powerful too, she says, pulling out a small black mirror from her robes.
Thank you. Flattery will get you everywhere. Your mushroom golem looks into the black mirror. And suddenly,
screams, the tendrils in your mouth reaching into the mirror to grab onto the witch, who laughs. She laughs and then laughs and laughs until she falls over.
Laughs and laughs and laughs.
You've never seen the witch laugh before.
You attempt to take over the witch's body.
She manages to slip free of your threads and escape. The next morning, you wake up in your bed and the strange girl who brought you here is gone. The room has a faint scent of lilacs about it.
I'm not too into sweets. I like a good cannoli every once in a while. I like some coconut cake. But if I'm ever like gifted a full cake, I just feel like it's a burden. I'm too fat to throw it away, but I don't. I'm good after one piece. Same with ice cream. I'll have like 2 scoops and I'm outing. Is there anything about birthdays you like? Yeah, the sweet treats are nice to have every once in a while. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. It's just because it's kind of like with Christmas. It's just like I have a job where I'm not like rich, but I could pretty much like buy whatever I want. My hobbies are very cheap too. It's like computers, video games. That's it. Like, I'm not buying the boat. I'm not buying a fancy car. I'm not buying a fancy cabin. I don't know. So, like, I just save a ton. So if I ever want or need anything, I just go out and buy it. So it's extremely hard to buy gifts for me. And I realize that, but also it's just like, just don't give me anything. I'm okay with you not getting me anything. I don't want it to feel like a burden when it's my birthday. So, computers being cheap. Relatively, a computer is way cheaper than a muscle car. Like, even if I go ham, it's like $3,000, $4,000 for a boss computer. And then you're set for like a couple of years. Whereas like if I like buy a fancy car, it's like 70 grand or like, I don't know. I guess it could be like 50. At least it's only like 1 grand every 3 to 5 years. Exactly, yeah. And then you can upgrade along the way. You don't have to pay, you know, an obscene amount of money to, you know, stay on top of it. Yeah, probably better estimate. Yeah. You look over to the strange girl and notice
She's wearing a dress that is similar to yours, but with some added puffy sleeves. She also has a wide-brimmed hat on her head and a purple feather sticking out of her hair.
what?
Where did you go?
You notice the girl is undead, but you cannot control her. She is under someone else's spell.
You attempt to perform necromancy again, and the girl is horrified.
Yeah,
You are unable to
understandable.
communicate with the dead.
So I can bring things back from the dead, but I can't talk to them? That's kind of hard.
The strange girl then says, "Oh, you're the mushroom fae I heard about."
What?
Are you hungry?
If I don't celebrate birthdays, I don't age. I don't think that logic holds up, Misha, but...
The girl hands you an apple pie, which smells so delicious you almost choke on it.
What?
She tells you her name is Eureka Shizukuri, and she comes from a long line of mushroom fae witches.
You ask Eureka about the witch that brought you to life.
She was trying to get revenge on me and my family for killing her husband, she says.
I don't know if that's a compliment, anime. AiPD will last forever like The Simpsons. The Simpsons have definitely jumped the shark, so I don't know if that's a good thing. I hope we end before then. It is a compliment. Thank you. If we get anywhere close to that, like season 5 Simpsons, that'll be... I mean, even... Yeah. Any modicum of success is welcome.
Eureka goes to your closet and opens a chest you never knew existed. She pulls out a dark gray cloak and puts it on.
The cloak has the emblem of a large golden blank. Oh shit!
Mushroom with the words Mushroom Fairy Army.
Attack on mushrooms.
She then shows you a book of maps. detailing all the places in the world she has been, and the names of the spirits that she has spoken to.
Yeah, we'll keep it alive as long as there's people watching us. One of the names sticks out.
Hi. A woman in Kyoto who you have seen on many occasions. A beautiful old lady, always wearing a black kimono and holding an ornate staff. You speak with the dead speak with you.
Woo-hoo-hoo! You and Eureka head to see Hi in Kyoto.
As you approach the shrine where you saw her, you notice a woman walking around the perimeter. Her white hair has several long braids, and her face is covered by a veil, concealing her features.
You call out to her. Hi, hi!
She turns around and looks at you.
Hey, girl.
You
Yeah.
can't quite read her expression under the veil, but she smiles and waves. She then takes off down a side street. Where did she go?
You follow her and yell out, hey, girl. I'm going to leave that Y in there, too. Hey, girl, you.
Oh, who? Wake up.
Yeah, you accidentally hit enter, Misha. I'll give you your points back.
But she just continues on her way. You are confused, and so is Eureka. Eureka tells you that Hi's ghost has appeared in the past.
No worries, yeah. Hi finally stops, and you catch up to see she is standing in front of a shrine.
Eureka tries to explain it to you. She is waiting for you to make a wish, to grant a single wish to the people of this world, and then you will have to leave this place.
Alright, what would a mushroom necromancer want to wish for? What would the one thing a mushroom fae would want more than anything in the world? Okay, alright. Hi. Eureka hands you a letter, a bloodstained letter from Jason, explaining his extreme hate to do with everything birthdays. You read it, and you know what to wish for. You wish birthdays never existed.
Suddenly, the old woman smiles and bows, and disappears.
Disappears.
You are confused as to why you didn't get a chance to say goodbye, and so Eureka explains. The first time I spoke to you, she said that you had potential.
The shrine glows with a blinding light. And when your eyes adjust, you see that you are in a world where birthdays never existed. You look around and see. What do you see with your eyes? Oh my God!
No candles.
No candles.
No cakes.
No cakes.
Nothing to celebrate the day.
Nothing to celebrate. No birthday. There's no party cities. There's no birthday hats.
You are still very confused and ask Eureka about it. She tells you that the woman was trying to tell you something else, and that if you continue to follow her, you will find a way home.
I probably should have wished for a way home, but instead, I just got so confused by the letter. That is a supervillain plot, though, Misha. Wishing to end birthdays forever for everyone. Because I might not like birthdays, but I know people who love birthdays. And so for me to wish it never existed for anyone is very evil. Extremely evil. Let's start a new story. Let's do next time on the mushroom who ended all birthdays.
The ghost of Hai leads you to a strange village, and you begin having visions about the future. You are so busy looking at your crystal ball that you don't even notice Eureka walking up behind you and put her hand on your shoulder.
Eureka! She goes, yes. And you go, no, I just had the idea about something. I don't truly hate birthdays. I am chaotic neutral towards birthdays, I guess. I'll do anime's got a prompt in prompts, so I'll do that. But if you want to write another prompt, toss it in the Discord or toss it in the chat. You are blank and you're in a situation or this character. No, thank you, anime. You are Harold, a guy who's on a date with a woman you just met named Julia. Oh my God, I gotta figure out this cough. I keep coughing. The two of you are at a dance club where you see your ex-girlfriend Emily. You just broke up with her yesterday, so the situation is awkward. Without thinking, you blow her a kiss, just to force a habit.
As the song ends and she starts to walk away, you realize that it was rude.
Yeah.
You quickly apologize as she looks back over her shoulder. She smiles sweetly before turning around again. This time when you try to give her another quick peck on the cheek, she brushes your hand away and laughs.
Now she's getting annoyed. She's like, Harold, we're broken up. Don't touch me, Harold.
Lightly in return.
Oh, lightly.
I'm flattered, she says while looking into your eyes.
Yeah.
Her smile falters slightly but then resumes. After a few seconds, she reaches out for your hand once more and takes it.
You attempt to brush her cheek, and she puts you in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu arm lock and slams your hand in the car door. Of course, Bisha. Yeah, I know you're joking. Nothing is really serious here. If anybody is getting upset at anything, yeah. We are all goofing around. It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
While trying not to scream, you watch her laugh at your predicament.
What?
With an evil grin, she releases you from the hold. Hey, I'm sorry about that.
Wow, we have balls of steel to be put in a very painful hold, have our hands slammed in the car door, and then laugh about it. We're just like trying not to scream, and we should be in like the Pain Olympics or something, because that's impressive.
No problem, you say, rubbing your sore wrist.
Well, it might be more than sore, Harold. It might be broken. Emily is then greeted by her new boyfriend.
A tall black man with a large afro. He is very well dressed and has his own limousine waiting outside the club.
Okay, cool.
They exchange pleasantries and he invites them both inside. You are left standing alone in the parking lot wondering what happened next.
No, cool. Yeah, he's handsome. Yeah, cool. No, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. Yeah, I feel good. As you wait, staring at the club, not wanting to enter because of jealousy issues, you notice a spacecraft crash nearby. You go to the spacecraft and meet Alf, who is trying to order some cats from the bartender.
You help him with his request and then leave.
Okay, we
Once
just hook
you
him
get
up with
home,
cats?
You find out that Emily and her new boyfriend have gone to visit her parents in Florida. You call her and ask if they can come back early since you don't want her to think you were jealous.
You ask Alf, join us, kill the woman. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Never mind. I see you. Join us, kill the woman. You realize that malevolent power take over your psyche.
What? She asks confused.
What?
Don't know. You stammer. She gets on the phone and talks to her mother. A few minutes later, she calls you back.
Again, you hear the evil voice speak to you.
Kill the woman. Kill the woman.
Okay.
What? She asks again.
What? I can't hear you exactly. What did you just say? Oh, nothing.
Oh, nothing, you respond, but the evil voice continues. I said no one is killing anyone tonight,
Oh,
Emily says.
she did hear us then, and she was just trying to give us the benefit of the doubt. She's like, I heard what you said, but it's just me and you here, so you want to kill me? Get over it, Harold. Just get over it. Alf should return to help you. You are worried about this new evil voice and what terrible things it is telling you to do. You call and meet up with Alf and explain the situation. Alf tells you that he knows the voice is that of the late Willie Tanner.
He explains that the voice came through his computer and that the evil entity is now possessing you.
Makes sense.
He also mentions that the evil entity wants to destroy the world and will stop at nothing to achieve its goal.
But mainly because of how shitty Alf was. It's like, if I have to destroy the world to defeat Alf, I will. You hear the voice of Willie agree and say,
It's all true. What is? Emily asks. The evil entity, Willie says.
You're the evil entity, though.
Willie, I need you to listen to me, Alf says. Go ahead, Willie says. This thing has taken control of my friend and I. It's using him to cause chaos. We need to find a way to break the connection between you and him. What do I have to do?
You interject and say to Alf, Alf, eating cats is frowned upon Earth. The only person who likes eating cats is Jason from AiPD. Hey! I might have said something similar to that, but that's not what I meant.
Ah, I see, Alf says. Yes, yes. I understand. That would be fine. Thank you.
Possessed by a man that's possessed by a computer. It was somehow Willie's soul got into the internet and then it escaped the computer. And now...
Wait, Emily says. Are you sure? Are you sure that this isn't going to make things worse?
Alf nods in agreement and says, yes. Then things get much worse.
After the conversation, You meet up with Emily and Alf and head off to your apartment. Once there, you talk to Emily about what happened and
I
she
do
is
not
shocked to
anime,
learn that the
but
evil
thank you.
entity is controlling your mind.
Yeah, I mean, we already knew that. Willie has somehow ordered nuclear bombs on the black market. And now, here they are, sitting in your living room. Well, cats would eat you. That's true. I've heard of old people that die in front of their cats eat their eyes out. But I don't know. That might be like an old wives' tale, because I don't know if I've ever heard a story where that actually has happened.
Stop. Emily yells. You try to reason with the evil entity, but it seems to be completely unresponsive to your attempts. You start to panic as you see the nukes being placed on top of your TV and microwave oven.
Alf puts the nuke in the microwave, confusing it for a frozen burrito. Alf starts the microwave with the nuke inside. And then ...
Turns it off. As you watch the nuke slowly melt, you notice that the evil entity is beginning to calm down.
All right, I guess this is a PSA. If you ever have a nuclear bomb in your home, just put it in the microwave and it will slowly just melt down. Who knew? I thought it was going to explode and kill us all, but...
What did you do? Emily asks. I turned off the microwave, Alf says.
The nuke glows with radiation before starting to expand like a marshmallow. Like a marshmallow in the microwave. Alf is consumed by the radiation. Alf, the hero we didn't need but we deserve. I don't know if we deserve anything Alf has to offer.
The evil entity screams in agony as the radiation eats away at it.
Oh.
Alf, what did you do? Emily asks. I turned off the microwave, Alf repeats. Oh God, Emily says.
The nuke begins to melt the earth away. Beneath your feet. And you notice a giant cavern. Cavernous hole up here.
You fall into the hole and land on a strange planet far away from your home.
Oh, and then in classic AI storytelling fashion.
You wake up in a hospital bed. Your doctor comes in and says, "Welcome back.
Welcome
How are
back.
you feeling?"
You level up and gain the following superpowers from being exposed to high amounts of radiation.
Asterisk regeneration. Whenever you are hurt or wounded, your body repairs itself.
Pretty good. Pretty good. And we have more? More?
Asterisk invisibility. You can become invisible.
Right there, I feel like immediately we could do a lot of bad things, but already.
Asterisk strength. You gain the ability to lift huge weights.
Yeah. Big gains, huge weights. The doctor is shocked that you can lift the entire hospital bed with a single finger.
My God. The doctor exclaims. How does that work? You shrug and say, I'm just strong.
You know, I've always just been strong. Wait a second. I don't remember anything recently. But I'm pretty sure I was just always this strong. Definitely not the radiation.
Well, you're certainly welcome to stay here as long as you want, the doctor says.
You should always be suspicious of a doctor that says that to you. You never have to go home when you go home. I would like to go home soon. No, no, no. Never go. Stay here forever. The doctor asked to run some tests on you to see if he can figure out what is going on with your newfound powers. It's a superhero tumor. It's growing at a rapid pace. It's giving you all your superpowers, but it's also putting pressure on your brain.
You nod and agree. You return to your apartment where Emily is waiting for you. Did you go to another planet? She asks.
Instead of giving any details, you just say,
Yeah, you say.
yeah, I went there. Well, can you elaborate? Yeah, exactly.
So, what happened?
Tell us. Yeah, what happened?
I don't know, you say.
Great.
I was talking to Willie and suddenly I woke up in a hospital bed.
A way to really just steamroll over all the interesting parts of the story.
And how did you get here? I don't know, you say.
Do you know anything? It goes, I know as much as you know. You're questioning me. I just woke up in this hospital bed. Alf enters the room and immediately starts to be annoying.
Hey, I've been looking everywhere for you guys, Alf says. Where have you been?
You've got brain damage? That's possible.
Emily looks at Alf and says, you were supposed to take care of our problems.
You fight Alf and kick his ass.
We could have used your help, you say. You needed to grow up first, Alf says. You punch him again and knock him unconscious. I'll show you who needs to grow up, you say.
You hammer throw Alf into the sun.
Whoa! Alf exclaims.
The picture of the sun on the wall.
No one messes with my family, you say. Alf runs away crying. You call Emily and tell her that you are going to keep an eye on Alf and make sure he doesn't bother you anymore.
Yeah. You make sure that Alf can't bother anyone anymore. Bye. ... What do we do to him? What?
Kicking him into a pit full of vipers.
That'll do it.
Your mom comes over to visit and says, "Oh, look at you. You're so big now." "Thanks, Mom," you say.
Poor Alf. Next time on Alf and the Pit of Vipers.
You are now a very powerful wizard and you decide to go to the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, Disney.
"This place is amazing," you say to Emily. You enter the Adventureland and start to explore.
The Adventureland. Alright. I think we could do one more story and then I'll log off for the day. Misha or Seventh Sage, you got a prompt? You can drop it here in the Discord. And it just needs to be something short, like a name and an occupation or a situation. Or it could just be a name. And we could create a situation on the fly. The better the name, the easier it is to come up with something that sounds like that guy or gal would do. If not, I see Anime has submitted a second prompt, so I'll give you a second. Give you some thinking time. I'm gonna look for that Peter man. I'm gonna drop that in the Discord here. Bum. Let's see if there's any other. Red Crew Poster has a prompt, but he's not here, so I don't want to do it without him. I'll just do Anime's prompt again. Unless, Misha, you're writing one right now. And 3, 2, 1. That's okay. You are Gerald the Garbage Man. Thank you, Anime, for this one. In order to make some quick cash, you decide to start selling things from the garbage can, including old food, ripped clothes, and last week's newspaper. Who's prompt next? Oh, it can be yours, Misha. Do you want me to do one from the prompt form? I was just about to do Animes, but I know you have a bunch of them. Let me go in here to the Google form. Is there a specific prompt you want me to do, Misha? Or can I just pick any of the recent ones you submitted? Okay. What would happen if you wrote nothing but press continue? That's a good question. I don't know. Oh, I guess it just generates.
The next morning, I woke to the sound of a door opening and closed. My room was dark but for one shaft of light that slanted through my window onto the bedside table. The faint glow revealed no sign of anyone in my bedroom besides me.
Interesting. I could keep going with that, or I could use your shittleback prompt. To your Ken Henley. Whatever works for you, Misha. And while we wait, I guess I'll just next it again.
In fact, it appeared that this house had been entirely vacated overnight. Even so, I felt like someone was watching me from behind as I rose out of bed. As soon as my eyes opened fully, however, there were only two things on my mind, Sarah's letter and what she'd said about
What's she saying about?
the man who supposedly killed her parents. I slipped into my pants, grabbed my shirt and pulled it over my head before making my way downstairs. It wasn't until I stepped outside that I realized how much time must have passed while I slept.
The world was a barren wasteland. I must have slept for 1,000 years.
Or maybe just 3 days.
3 days?
Either way,
I guess
the
it
sight
doesn't
of
take long
everything
for a
being
town to go
covered
to
by
hell.
snow made me feel disoriented and somewhat nauseous.
Okay, Smo.
Everything looked like an alien landscape painted in shades of gray. Trees loomed above the ground with their branches all pointing down at once.
Snow does change the landscape of something to be a little dreary. Especially when the snow gets all dirty and it just looks like poop brown.
Not unlike those trees you see in fairy tales where they are used to torture people.
What?
A few animals wandered around here and there, too: wolves, bears, foxes, wolves again. One wolf in particular stood tall among them.
You ask the wolf. You tell the wolf. There's a lot of turds in my pants. Who put them in my pants? Thousands of years? Thousands of years or 3 days? What's the difference anyway? Time? Lots of time.
He says, "My name is Bill."
Bill the
You say,
wolf.
"What do you want me to do about it?" And he says, "Just give me your pants." So you take off your pants and hand them to him.
Talking wolf. Bill tells you that your pants are special.
They're magical. If you eat or drink anything from your pants, it will make you grow taller.
Okay.
That night, when you get home, you notice something weird. Your pants are getting shorter.
No. You're getting taller because of the pants. You drink out of the pants. Actually, you are getting taller. It must have been that wine cooler you drank out of your pants. Oh, no, Misha. No, no.
You don't know why, but now your pants are shrinking and growing smaller every day. Soon they'll be gone altogether. What are you going to do? Hello? I called out as loud as possible.
You realize that you cannot stop growing. You are about 12 feet tall now, and you need to seek medical attention immediately.
Will your family accept you if you keep growing? Can you even fit inside the house anymore?
Why would they not accept me? I literally cannot control how tall I am. Well, I guess
After
I can
some
with the
time,
pants.
I spotted the wolf standing in front of his cabin. His back was turned toward me.
You ask Bill. Yes, Bill the Wolf. How do I stop this? How can I return to normal size?
And Bill says, go to sleep.
Go to sleep? That
But
sounds
you
like...
don't know how.
I don't know how to go to sleep?
So you go to bed and close your eyes. You try to fall asleep, but nothing works. After a couple hours, you finally drift off into a dreamless sleep.
A dreamless sleep. Oh, interesting.
When you wake up, you look around. Everything is still covered in snow. It's like the sun never came up. You walk over to the wolf and tap him on the shoulder. He turns around and smiles at you. Morning, he says. I see you survived. You respond, yeah. I'm pretty sure I've got some explaining to do. I think I may have eaten my pants last night.
What makes you think that? If you even think that you did it, you probably definitely did. I've got denim in my teeth. My stomach feels terrible. I had a dreamless sleep. I forgot how to sleep. Bill the Wolf tells you that it tells you that is exactly what happened last night. Bill also tells you that while you were in a daze, you also ... I hope not anime. That's a... Oh my god!
Hit his daughter's heart.
Oh my god, we ate a wolf's heart!
Oh, you exclaim. Well, I guess I should apologize then.
Sorry.
You turn to face the wolf and bow your head low. I'm sorry, you say.
Bill the Wolf laughs and says,
Don't worry about it. I forgive you.
"Ah, Bill the Wolf, you're such a bro. I'm so glad you're not furiously angry that I ate your daughter's heart. Is she dead, by the way? I don't think you can live without a heart for long."
Then you hear a voice call out, Hey, look at this. It was Sarah. She was walking toward you from the other side of the cabin.
You are shocked. How is Sarah still alive after you ate her heart?
Sarah approaches you and asks, "Did you find any clothes for me yet?"
Garbage man ate my heart, and you're to blame.
You tell her, "No. Sorry." She says, "That's okay. I'll just have to go naked."
There's plenty of other options. You could wear guy clothes. You could wear a trash bag. I mean, just going straight up naked. It sounds like you just wanted to go naked and you were looking to make any excuse possible to just be like, hey, I'm sorry for eating your 8-year-old daughter's heart. I'm hoping she's around our age, but, that's always just a safe assumption. Would you become ill if you ate your turd-filled pants? I'm guessing 100% yes. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen. You could get sepsis and die. You could just become violently ill. So, this is a PSA for never... Once it's out of your body, now put it back into your body. Just let it return to Earth and do what it's got to do. You turn to Bill the Wolf and ask, how is this possible? Does she have a replacement heart?
He explains, "Yes. She has a new heart.
Okay.
I found it in a box underneath the bed.
Okay.
It's very well made, too."
Oh, it's an artisanal heart. I found this nice mechanical heart, this clockwork heart that was just under the bed. And I was like, I wonder if this will work to save my daughter's life.
"And you gave it to her?"
Bill explains. I feel like you could eat more hearts. Do you have any more daughters so I can eat their delicious heart? Oh, you explained to Bill. Yeah, I gotcha. I feel like I could eat more hearts. Do you have any more daughters so I can eat their delicious hearts?
Bill the Wolf laughs and says, "No, I only have one daughter left. She's upstairs."
One daughter left. So whatever this daughter is, whatever Sarah's doing right now, she's not going to last for long.
You follow Bill up the stairs. As you climb, you begin to hear moans coming from a bedroom.
You open the bedroom to see Bill's last daughter.
Lying on the bed. Her body is covered in cuts and bruises. "Mommy," she cries. "Daddy, help me."
Oh, we're going full exorcist now.
You enter the room and ask, "Are you okay?"
Bill holds you back. Stay your distance. She's possessed by the devil.
You say, "Possessed? By who?" "By the devil himself." Bill shouts. "Now stay away from her." But you cannot resist. You reach out and grab hold of her hand.
The possessed girl rips you closer and begins to chew on your neck. We can eat her heart then. Yeah, Hannibal Lecter. Oh, yeah. I mean, you clearly don't want this girl to be alive anymore.
You scream in pain and fall to the floor.
Oh, shit.
You watch helplessly as the demon devours your flesh.
We ate a heart, and it's a heart. It's like an eye for an eye situation. Heart for a heart.
When you regain consciousness, you are lying on the ground with no idea how long you were unconscious.
You notice a large scar on your chest, and you suspect that Bill has allowed his demonic daughter to eat your heart as revenge. Bill nods and says, "Yep. That's exactly what happened."
You ask, why did you do this?
Why you did this?
Because I am the devil, he bellows.
You know, I should have figured out not to trust Bill the Wolf.
You say, you are the devil. Why would you let your own daughter eat your heart?
Well, it was your heart.
Bill says, I didn't want her to eat my heart. That's why I put it in a box under the bed. I wanted to give it to someone else. Someone better than her.
My non-possessed daughter. Next time on The Exorcist. MD.
Bill the Wolf decides to kill his daughter instead.
After all that, he's just like, actually, she's too demonic.
See you next week. Part 1. I am the devil. My name is Dr. Jacob McAllister.
Sorry, your name is Dr. Jacob McAllister, but apparently you're the devil. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry for the early stream. Can't stream too long. I might stream later tonight. Probably not, though. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye ho wee way. Submit your prompts. I might be playing games tomorrow, too, before the stories. We'll see how it plays out. See ya.